Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your Monday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for joining us on this lovely Monday. It feels like winter here in New York City. It's happening, everybody. Like a couple days ago, it was 70, and now suddenly I'm like, I need some mittens on my hands. Hope you're doing well out there and dealing with these seasonal changes. Thanks for joining us here tonight, and you can get yourself signed up for the game by coming to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Come on over. Once you get there, this live stream is embedded directly on that website, so you can see the video and hear it right over here. Additionally, this is a fully interactive answer sheet. So get yourself signed up for the game by entering in a team name and email address, and let us know whether you are or are not a part of the league. It is week 9 of season 52 of NYC Trivia League, so we are well into this current league season. Check your standings over at nyctrivialeague.com/standings if you are in the league. See what's happening thus far. If you're not in the league, get signed up tonight. It's going to be tricky to catch up this season, but still, it's simple to join. You may as well click that button that says you're part of the league. We'll keep track of your scores for you. Tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Each of those rounds is in a different theme. Rounds 1 through 3 are question and answer style rounds, and our fourth and final theme of the night is a picture round. So these question and answer style rounds are the majority of the game. Here's how they're going to work. As I ask you a question, it is going to pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet, so you will be able to see the questions as I'm asking them. Some of them will have multiple choice options. The vast majority of them are going to be short answer in nature. Enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and please click the button that says Submit Answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Every single question tonight is going to have that 20-second countdown timer. Make sure you keep an eye out for it and that you click Submit Answers in time. Additionally, if you change your mind about your response and you still have some time left on that timer, you're welcome to change your answer. Just please make sure you click Submit Answers again before the countdown timer expires. In the event that you should spell something incorrectly, but we can still tell that you know what you're talking about and that you deserve to get a point, the wonderful Trivia Peter is working behind the scenes this evening, and he will see to it that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. Thank you, Peter. We all appreciate you. If you're just joining us, hello there and welcome. I am Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. I will be your host this evening. Come on over and play our fully interactive virtual pub quiz. This is where you can get your answer sheet, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name and email address. Let us know if you're in the league. That fourth and final topic of the evening is a picture round, which is going to function a little bit differently than rounds 1 through 3. And I will talk you through the specifics when we get to that point of the quiz. I do have 2 simple rules that I ask that you all abide by this evening. Rule number 1, our most important and most intuitive rule of the game: there will be no cheating in trivia. Please do not look the answers up. I know you could do that. It's not the point. Use your brains here this evening. Keep it fun and fair for everybody. Rule number 2, kindly refrain from giving away the answers in the chat. We love hearing from you. Talk to us throughout the game, but don't give away the answers. It spoils things for everybody. All right, folks, we're going to dive into our first round of the evening. If you're just joining us, this is your last opportunity to get signed up for the quiz before we get started. So come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com and you will be joining the likes of the Helsinki Syndrome down to Witty Walrus and every team in between. Welcome to the quiz tonight, everybody, and best of luck to you. Let's do it, folks. Round number one tonight is in the category of piercings and tattoos. Piercings and tattoos. Let's see what you know about those. Round one, question one. A popular spot to sport a nose ring. What is the name of the dividing wall between the nostrils? Apparently, the piercing actually goes through like a little hole in there. They call it the sweet spot or something along those lines. But that wall that divides the middle of your nose is called your septum. Septum, your correct answer for number one. Question number two. Tomoko is the name for the traditional tattoos of what group of indigenous people of New Zealand? Your correct answer for number two is the Maori. Maori, your correct response. Our third question of the night in our piercings and tattoos round from a Greek word meaning billy goat. What is the name for the part of the ear that protrudes directly in front of the ear canal that some people get pierced to stimulate the vagus nerve, which may help ease anxiety and migraines? You turkeys know your parts of the ear. Let's see how everyone did on this one. So it's this little bit right here. Seems like it would be super painful to me. Like it'd take a while to heal. If you put tragus as your answer, you got that point. It is called the tragus. Our fourth question of the night. What godfather of American tattoos served in the Navy, became known for his nautical body art in Hawaii, and today his legacy is kept alive with an apparel line and a brand of spiced rum? His given name was Norman Keith Collins, but you likely know him best as Sailor Jerry is your correct answer. Sailor Jerry. Some very iconic looking tattoos. I'm sure you've seen them. It was a tough question though. Two in a row here. 30 some percent of you getting these correct. I'm going to give that a two tough ones. So if you got it, you're in the minority here. Well played. Let's see how you do on question number 5. On what part of the body could one get a labret piercing? What part of the body? Labrum is the Latin word for lip. A labret piercing is on the lip. Some people call it labre, but it has a Latin origin, not a French origin. So it should be labret. If anyone out there has one of these and you're like, I've always said labre. I don't know. That's what I learned. Our next question in this round, number 6, please fill in the blank. Popularized in the 1970s punk scene, machine free tattoos that are done by hand are called stick and blank tattoos. Your correct answer, those are called stick and poke tattoos. Poke, your correct response for number 6. If you didn't know, hopefully you reasoned that one out. 55% of you all got that one right. Our 7th question in round number 1. In what 1996 movie did Pierce Brosnan portray the scientific advisor to President Dale, a character who was abducted by aliens and turned into a conscious, disembodied head? Name that movie. Your correct answer for number 7, Pierce Brosnan played that scientific advisor in the Tim Burton movie Mars Attacks is your correct response. Mars Attacks. And playing First Lady Marcia Dale in Mars Attacks is none other than Glenn Close, everybody. There she is over there in the red, looking up at some kind of spaceship there. Glenn Close. Our next question in this round, number 8. It sounds like a sleek hairstyle, but in tattooing, if one uses what word, they are referring to the blurry effect accidentally achieved when a tattoo artist presses too hard and the ink spreads out below the skin. What's that word? Sounds like a sleek hairstyle, but it's not. It's a blurry tattoo. It's a blowout. Blowout is your correct response for number 8. Hope you got it. Another tough one. 30% of y'all got that one right. Avis and Bobo, you are not alone in thinking this first round of the game is hard tonight. Stick with it. Things are going to change up in these next few categories. We've only got 2 more left to go. Here's number 9 with a name that sounds related to an HBO series about young professionals and a London investment bank. In North America, what do you call any two piercings connected with a single straight bar? What are those called? Most commonly, you'll see them like right here to here, that straight bar there. This one was my hint of the night. That HBO series is called Industry, and that kind of piercing is called an industrial. Industrial is your correct response for number 9. Hope my hint got you there. 79% of you all got that one right. Follow me on Instagram. I will give away a hint every time we bring you a new quiz. Mondays and Wednesdays, you can find them over on Instagram at Trivia Meredith. Follow me. Your next hint coming up for our Wednesday quiz. And we're on to our final question of round number 1. Barry Allen could tell you that this is the name of a pre designed image that an artist can be ready to tattoo instantly. Those pre designed tattoos are called flash images. Flash, as in Barry Allen, the Flash. Your correct answer for number 10. You did pretty well there in the end. Let's check in with our standings going into our second round of the game. We've got a giant tie here for 8th place with 7 points. For the sake of time, skipping up to these teams who are tied in third with 8 points. Here they are. So Jay-Z's Hall Pass is Chris Gaines, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, Bouncy Boys, Carl, and the question marks in second right now with 9 points, pieced it together, and in the lead, all on their lonesome with a perfect score thus far. Maybe they've got a lot of piercings and tattoos on their team. It's Goo Goo Muck Muck. Well done, Goo Goo Muck Muck. Your knowledge has paid off beautifully in round number 1. 3 rounds left to go here this evening. We're going to get into round number 2 momentarily. First, though, we do private events with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America, and we would absolutely love to work with you. You can reach out to me. I am our private events coordinator. There's my email address, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. Shoot me an email. We'll get talking about exactly what it is you're looking for, whether you want an in-person gathering, virtual gathering, some hybrid of the two. If you're looking for a bingo game, some kind of game show, or a trivia game, we'd love to be a part of it. We can customize the content specifically to your interests. Once again, reach out to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com. Can't wait to work with you. Our second round of the evening, we're talking all about irregular plurals. Irregular plurals is the theme for round number 2. Okay, word nerds, let's do it. Round two. Question one. What is the plural form of the U.S. cabinet position that has been held by Merrick Garland, Eric Holder, and Janet Reno? What's that plural? Again, specifically looking for the plural form of that title. What are they called together? Collectively, as a group, they are called attorneys general. That S goes after attorney and before general. Attorneys general. Our second question in round number two. Oh, 91% of y'all got that one right. We're going to call it a social. Well played. Round two, question two. The word opera is a plural of what word for a singular piece of classical music? The word may follow magnum when describing a composer's most important work. If you're talking about an opera that you go to see where people are singing arias and whatnot, you can make that plural by calling them operas or operae. But the plural of the word opus is also opera. Opus is your correct response for number two. Our third question of round number two. 91% of y'all got that one right. Well played. You know, why not? Round one was tough. We're calling it a social again. Question three. What Italian word, normally seen in this plural form, describes art featured on walls and other public surfaces, often without explicit permission? In its singular form, it is called graffito. In its plural, which is what we were looking for from you, it's graffiti. Graffiti, your answer for number three. Our fourth question of round number two. Defined as a standard by which something may be judged, what word, when pluralized, removes the letters ON from the end and replaces it with the letter A? This word appears in a noted home video distribution company that focuses on important classic and contemporary films. What's that word? The plural is criteria. The singular criterion, as in the Criterion collection. If you put either of them, we know that the answer here was like, which one do you want? That's fine, whichever you put. 82% of you all figured that one out. Our fifth question in this irregular plurals round, the V in the abbreviation CV, when referring to a person's resume or career summary, stands for this plural Latin word. CV stands for curriculum vitae. Vitae, your answer there, meaning course of life. Vita, the singular version of vitae. Our sixth question in round number two. After several movies in the franchise, Neo probably learned that what word is the plural form of the simulated reality he is living in? You could watch The Matrix, or you could binge watch The Matrices. Matrices, your correct answer for number six. Matrices. 82% of you figured it out. Here's number seven. Some French words like tableau and bureau can be pluralized by adding an S at the end. But it is also acceptable to instead add this letter to the end to pluralize. What's that other letter option? You could add an S to pluralize tableau or bureau, or an XX, your answer for number seven. Our eighth question of this round, viscous is the term for a single internal organ. But what plural form of viscous, referring to the collective internal organs of the body, is more commonly used? The collective term for the internal organs of the body is viscera. Viscera, they are called altogether. Viscous is one. Two more questions in this irregular plurals round. Here's number 9. The word brother is most commonly pluralized by adding the letter S at the end. But John Grisham uses this archaic plural form of brother in the title of his 2000 legal thriller novel. What's that archaic form of brothers? That archaic plural of brothers is brethren. Hey there, brethren. The Brethren is the John Grisham novel. Our 10th and final question of round number 2. Some words that derive from Hebrew are pluralized by adding the letters I am at the end. Like what 6-letter word for a winged angelic being, often depicted in artworks as innocent children? Cherubs become cherubim, cherub, cherubin. Your answer for number 10. Hope you got there and figured that one out. That brings us to the end of our second round of the quiz. Let's see how it's going. 2 rounds in, 2 rounds to go. 71% of you all got that last one correct. We continue to have a big tie here. 16 points each in 8th place. Jive Turkeys, The Rubber Yolk, Swearwolves, so Jay-Z's Hall Passes, Chris Gaines, Check Please, Goo Goo Muck Muck, Team Cockroach, The Next Obligation, and Team Cockroach. Tied in 5th with 17, J&J. It's decorative gravy season, motherfuckers. And Bouncy Boys, tied in 2nd with 18 points each. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, Carl and the question marks. And in the lead right now, all on their lonesome with 19 out of a possible 20 points. Pieced it together. Well done. Pieced it together. Our third round coming at you all momentarily here. Actually, let's just do it. Oh, wait, one more thing. Our next quiz, of course, is on Wednesday. So please come check out our quiz on Wednesday. Stick around after our Wednesday quiz and play the movie quiz at 9 o'clock. That is Eastern time at play.themoviequiz.com. We share this same Twitch channel, but that's where you can get your answer sheet on Wednesday for that game. So please join us for our usual quiz right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock and stick around afterwards for a double dose of trivia on Wednesday. Our next category of the evening, round number 3, we are talking all about books of the 21st century. Books of the 21st century. Let's do it. Round 3, question 1. What is the name of the third novel released in Stephenie Meyer's Twilight Saga? The first one, simply Twilight. The second one, New Moon. The third one, Twilight Eclipse. Eclipse is your answer for number one. Then Breaking Dawn came after that. Our second question in round number three, the 2014 poetry and fiction collection Milk and Honey is by what Indian Canadian writer whose works have gained traction with her Instagram fame? Her name is Rupi Kaur. Rupi Kaur, your correct response for number two. Our third question in this Books of the 21st Century round. Mother's Milk by Edward St. Aubyn is a 2005 novel in which Patrick Melrose, the character of that series, is also a character who was portrayed in a 2018 TV miniseries. By what actor? Who played Patrick Melrose? Patrick Melrose, played on that miniseries by Benedict Cumberbatch, is your correct answer, Mr. Cumberbatch. Question number four, N.K. Jemison's Broken Earth series earned her what award for the best sci fi or fantasy novel 3 years in a row? Your answer for number four, that is called a Hugo Award. Hugo, your answer there. Our fifth question in this Books of the 21st Century round, There by Tommy Orange, looks at the lives of Native Americans living in what American city? Whose lives collide at a powwow being held at the Alameda County Coliseum. Name that city. Alameda County Coliseum, home to the A's, the Athletics. It's Oakland. Oakland, your correct response for number 5. Our sixth question in round number 3. Who portrayed Anne Boleyn in the 2008 film adaptation of the novel The Other Boleyn Girl? Anne Boleyn, portrayed by Natalie Portman, is your answer for number 6. Our seventh question of this round. What author of It Ends With Us, who has grown a rabid fan base who call themselves cohorts, has held 6 of the top 10 spots on the New York Times paperback fiction bestsellers list in 2022? Name that author. She started out as a self published author, now has a publisher, has gained a ton of traction. Her name is Colleen Hoover. Hoover, your answer for number 7. Our eighth question of this round. That one was tough, by the way. 35% of y'all got that one right. Well done to the teams who got it. To the teams who missed it. Bummer. All right, let's see how you do on this one. Number 8. Meg Cabot's The Princess Diaries book series is centered around the royalty of what fictional European principality? Anne Hathaway's character finds out that she is a princess of Genovia, is your correct answer. Genovia, not to be confused with the MCU's Sokovia. Hope that didn't happen for you. 69% of y'all got that one. Here's number 9. What novelist who writes under a pseudonym is most famous for their 4-volume Neapolitan novels, which includes My Brilliant Friend? Your answer for number 9 is Elana Ferrante. Ferrante, your answer there. And we're on to our final question of this round. Then we've got our picture round to close out the game. Let's do it. Number 10. Yuval Noah Harari explores the human species from the Stone Age to the 21st century in what book? With the subtitle A Brief History of Humankind. Your correct answer for number 10. That book is called Sapiens. Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. Hope you have heard of that one, figured it out for yourselves there. We've reached the end of round number 3. Let's check in with our standings. 3 rounds in, 1 round to go. It's been a tough quiz here tonight. Some different types of categories. Helsinki not feeling good out there. I hear ya. You know, you never know what's going to come up. The beauty of this game. Hopefully on Wednesday, things are going to be right there in your wheelhouse. As it stands going into the final round, tied in 7th with 23 points, we have Carl, the Babadook, in a tie for 5th with 24. New Pope and J&J tied in are just by themselves in 4th place, 25 points. Bouncy Boys in 3rd with 27. Goo Goo Muck Muck, and tied for that top spot right now, 28 points each. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, tying it up with Pieced It Together. All right, everybody. Let's check out our final category of the evening. It's almost Thanksgiving. Looking forward to it next week. And with that in mind, we have a round that celebrates Macy's parade balloons. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of parade balloons that have been featured or will be featured in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And it is your job to name the character that you see depicted. Name the character. They will be up here next to me as part of the live stream. They also are embedded directly on your answer sheet page, one at a time. It's all short answer. Name the characters. And at the end of this round, after image 10, we have a tiebreaker question to close out the game. Here is number 1. Please name this character. Your correct answer for number 1, this here is Ronald McDonald. Roland McDoland. Image number 2. Please name this character. 91% of y'all got that one, by the way. Your correct answer for number 2, this is Dexter. Dexter of Dexter's Laboratory fame. Image number 3, please name this character. Your correct answer for number three. This here is the Boss Baby, or as your answer sheet says, the Boss Bay. We noticed this typo earlier in our run through, liked it so much, decided it needed to stay. You've been Boss Bayed, everybody. It's the Boss Baby. Image number four. Please name this character. This little fella here goes by the name Wimpy Kid, as in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Either acceptable responses for number four. Image number five. Please name this character. Update on that Wimpy Kid if you knew more as a fan of that series. Greg Heffley, acceptable responses there. Your answer for number five. If you know your minions so well that you know this minion's name, I'm impressed. His name is Stuart the Minion. Stuart the Minion. Your answer for number five. Image number six. Please name this character. You know him from The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett. Grogu is your answer there, or Baby Yoda, acceptable as well. Image number seven. Please name this character. in true dog fashion, appears to be sniffing the behind of whatever balloon is in front of it. This is the title character of Bluey. Bluey is your answer for number 7. Image number 8. Please name this character. Your correct answer for number 8. This is Elf on a Shelf. Elf on a Shelf, or Elf in the air, sitting on absolutely nothing. 2 more images to go than our tiebreaker question. Here's number 9. Name this character. From the How to Train Your Dragon movies, this character's name, Toothless, is your correct answer. Though he does have retractable teeth in there. After our next image, we've got that tiebreaker question to close out the game. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal in placing your response to that tiebreaker question is to guess as closely as possible to the correct number, meaning you can guess over or under that number. In the event you're part of a tie, whoever is closer is gonna break that tie. And we will post the results of the tiebreaker over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. Keep an eye out to see what ended up happening for the top 15 or so teams here this evening. Here is image number 10. Then we'll get to that tiebreaker. Your correct answer for number 10, this is Underdog. Underdog. Let's get to that tiebreaker question. Here it is. Felix the Cat was one of the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade balloons, premiering in what year? Name that year. Felix the Cat, one of Macy's first parade balloons, debuted in 1932 is your correct response for the tiebreaker tonight. We will post those results on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. Keep an eye out to see what happened with the tiebreaker. Let's check out our final scores here for the evening. Thank you all so much for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. There are some tipping widgets that you can find right there at the top of your page right now, above all of the final results. Thank you for being here. Tips are always much appreciated. We are creating brand new, fresh content for you all every time you play. So show your support if you can. Much appreciated. Let's head on over to the winner's circle. Congratulations to these teams for pulling off some excellent scores here this evening in what may have been a difficult quiz. Coming in a tie for 12th or for 17th place rather. Whoa. Now let's do 17th. All right, 17th place, 28 points. Jive Turkeys, check please. Les Quizerables, Team Cockroach, The Next Obligation, and Team Cockroach. Tied in 12th with 29, New Pope, So Jay-Z's Hall Passes, Chris Gaines, We Drink and We Know Things 12, Avis and Bobo, and O Trivia Rodrigo. Tied in 9th with 31, Witty Walrus, The Rubber Yolks, and Swearwolves. Tied in 7th with 32, It's Decorative Gravy Season, motherfuckers, and Carl. In 5th tonight with 35 points, J and J and the Babadook. Tied in 3rd this evening, 35 points, Goo Goo Muck Muck and Bouncy Boys. And tied for that coveted top spot this evening with 37 out of a possible 40 points. Well played, impressive scores. Well done, two for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. We'll find out what happened with that tiebreaker and ultimately crown one champion from tonight's game. Keep an eye out for the scores, everybody. Thank you again for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you, Peter, for keeping things running smoothly behind the scenes here tonight. Thank you, Cullen, for making all of this possible. Thank you to Murr for creating the software that you all played the quiz on this evening. We'll be back on Wednesday right here at 8 o'clock Eastern Time at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Stick around after that on Wednesday for the movie quiz at 9 o'clock at play.themoviequiz.com. After that, we will be back on Monday next week, a week from today. But for your schedules, your calendars, folks, that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we are going to take that night off. So hopefully you've got something fun to do with family or friends to celebrate the holiday that night. But we'll be here on Wednesday and on Monday. Until then, everybody.